Hey guys, it's Samara. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to show you some snack items that I found at Trader Joe's that I thought you might really like. So when it comes to grocery shopping, we shop at a couple of different places. We split our shopping really between the farmer's market, Harris Teeter, and Trader Joe's. But Trader Joe's is definitely the most convenient to us. We can walk there, so I just find myself shopping there a lot. So I have a bunch of great snack items that I want to show you. But before we get into that, I did just want to talk about snacking just for a minute. There's kind of this misconception out there that snacking is bad, and that's not really the case at all. If you're going a long time without eating, typically 4 or more hours is a good rule of thumb, then snacks can really be great in terms of regulating your blood sugar and also helping to curb that hunger. You know, if you're feeling hungry, you really should eat something. So when I'm picking out a snack, I look at a couple of things. Number one, I like for my snack to have carbs a lot of the time because carbs give us energy. And I really feel like sometimes in the afternoon, I crash a little bit. So carbs would be one. And then some sort of mix of fiber, protein, and or fat, because those items are really what sticks in your stomach and helps to keep you full and helps to keep your food last a little longer. So it gives you a little bit of staying power. All right, so now that we hit those basics, I'll show you some items that I really like right now. Ooh, this bag's kind of noisy. Okay, so the first item that I wanted to show you would be this bag of prepackaged almonds. There are 13 bags in this container. I really love almonds. They're my favorite nut, and typically I have a big bag in my pantry, but I just love these individual packets, and a lot of my clients sometimes are after that convenience, so I think that these are great to just grab as you're running out the door. Almonds are a great source of unsaturated fat as well as protein, so they can make for a really good snack. All right, what do we have for our second item? I really like these string cheese sticks. I don't know if you've ever had this experience or not when you eat a string cheese stick, but it doesn't actually taste like mozzarella cheese, or it's not the same taste as if you were having like a block of fresh mozzarella. And that's why I really love this product, because you get more of that real taste. And also with some string cheeses, if you look at the ingredient list, it's like really, really lengthy. And I guess it's for preservatives and to keep that product fresh, but still I think that might be contributing to the taste. These string cheese sticks have 5 grams of protein each, so it could be the perfect little snack or the perfect piece to a larger snack. And speaking of that, I wanted to show you the next item. So these are dried mango slices. They're called Just Mango, and if you look at the back of the nutrition label down at that ingredient list, the only ingredient is actually dried mangoes, which I really like for a dried fruit. Sometimes dried fruit gets a bad rap, and that's because a lot of times they have a lot of added sugar, but these don't. It's just the mango. I love that they have a little bit of fiber and a little bit of protein, so it really complements something like a string cheese stick. For me personally, having just one string cheese stick, if I was actually hungry for a snack, that probably wouldn't do it for me. And I really like that you could add in something like this and it would be sweet and kind of complete the picture. So I really love mango, but the problem is it's so hard to peel. It kind of keeps me from buying it. I'm afraid I'm gonna chop off my fingers sometimes. So I really like that this is a dried option. Mangoes are great because they're high in vitamin A, and vitamin A is good for our eyes. It's good for our immune system. It's good for our teeth, which is really good for me because I'm freaking scared of the dentist. So yeah, I love that item. Okay, so next I wanted to show you guys 2 of my favorite bar options at Trader Joe's. The first is an RX bar, and then the second is a Lara bar. So let me see if I can hold those up so you guys can see them a little better. So when it comes to bars, I tend to shy away from the bars that are marketed as protein bars, especially when you look at the ingredient list and it's made with like a protein powder. A lot of them have a lot of added sugar. It's like a laundry list of ingredients. I'm just kind of like, why does it really need to be that complicated, you know? So I really like these two brands because they keep the ingredients minimal. It's a good mix of fiber, protein, carbs, unsaturated fat. So it's kind of like that perfect mix. If you're hungry, those ingredients are really gonna hold you over. I will say when it comes to protein itself, the RX bar is just gonna be a little heavier when it comes to that because it's made from egg whites. So it kind of makes sense. Egg whites are mostly protein. So, but yeah, I really love both of these bars. I'll probably reach for an RX bar. I'm more likely to reach for an RX bar if I'm a little hungrier, just because I feel like it fills me up a little more. There's a ton of different flavors of these. I really tend to navigate towards the berry flavors rather than like the chocolate or yeah, the chocolate flavors basically. But yeah, their RX bar just came out with some new flavors, so that's awesome too. I also feel like I should mention, it's not as relevant to this video because I'm talking about Trader Joe's products, but if you need like a little snack, but maybe not something as substantial as one of these, both of these products make smaller bars. Lara bar has the little bars that are like bite-sized bars, and then RX bars they have the kids bars. And sometimes if I'm like in between clients and I'm gonna go home and eat right afterwards, these may be a little too much for me, but something smaller is probably not. But they do have the smaller options at other stores. Trader Joe's just has the full-size bars. Oh, something else that I should mention about Trader Joe's that I really like about their bar selection is that you can go through and pick out each individual flavor of bar that you want. You can buy them individually, which I think is great because if you just want to try something, you're not committing to buying the full box. If you want to try a bunch of different flavors, that's an option. And then also, like, sometimes with the variety packs, there's always like the one dud flavor that you don't really like, and then you get this big box and you're stuck with like 4 bars that you're not going to eat. So I hate that. So I love just being able to pick out my own flavors. Okay. I really like this next product. These are dried beet chips. So have you guys ever noticed at the grocery store when you look at beet chips and you look at the ingredient list, they're actually like potato chips and they just have a beet powder? Like if you look at that first ingredient, it actually says like potato powder or whatever, which is fine. If you want like a purple potato chip, that is completely fine. But it just really bugs me when a company markets something a certain way. So like the consumer thinks they're getting a certain thing and they're really not. And I see that happening a lot with beet chips, and I don't know, it just kind of bugs me. But I really like this product because if you flip over and look at the label, the only ingredient is dried beets. So actually, you are getting just like a beet product. And beets are really high in fiber and they're also high in potassium. So it's a nice, well-rounded product. And yeah, it's another thing too is sometimes in the summer or all the time, sometimes it's hard to get in like fruit and vegetable servings. So I think that these are a great like snack type option, and it doesn't involve you like chopping a fresh fruit or vegetable. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, I saved the best one for last. Okay. I really love these fresh rolls. If you follow me on Instagram, you know already that I buy these like fairly often. They have 9 grams of protein in them, and they also have a little bit of fiber. So again, in terms of looking at those nutrients that are gonna fill you up and give you some staying power, this definitely checks those boxes. Part of the reason that I love these is because they're one of my favorite foods, and I think it's so important to eat foods that we really like, not foods that we think we should be eating. So it just makes me happy when I eat them. And also there are sometimes like in my schedule where I really need a heavier snack, which I do feel like this is a little heavier. But I'll eat lunch at like 12, and then I won't be planning on eating dinner until I'm like done with clients at 8. And that's a long time. It's almost like I need to eat dinner in between there, but I don't have time. So something like this is awesome because it really fills me up, and it's also really refreshing because it's like a fresh product. So yeah, I really love them. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope this gave you some new ideas for shopping at Trader Joe's. Oh, by the way, this video is not sponsored or anything. I just shop there a lot, and these are products that I like. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, I would be really appreciative if you subscribe to my channel. All right, have a good day.